Hello and welcome back to Rage Gaming. Today we're talking about the upcoming Pokemon game Legends Arceus. Quite an unusual Pokemon game, a mix of Sword and Shield and even a bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild. As an apparent new approach for the Pokemon game series, if Arceus does well, perhaps we'll see a more fleshed out version of this style of Pokemon game in the future. Personally, I think this is a really good thing for Pokemon. I think it's in dire need of a bit of an update, something to push the series into a new style, while still of course inherently Pokemon. Hopefully this new take can be the first step in a new journey. As you'll likely know, the game is set in the Hisui region, which is actually the Sinnoh region in Diamond and Pearl, just long before those events. In classic Pokemon style, we're going to be filling the Pokedex out, but this time as sort of part of the original creation of the Pokedex for this region. So speaking of Pokemon, the point of this video, with the recent trailers information, we now know a few of the completely new Pokemon and some of the new forms we're going to see in Arceus as well. We thought a quick roundup video for who these Pokemon are and their origins and information about them would make for a useful and interesting thing, so let's get into it. We begin with the three new main Pokemon we know so far: Wyrdeer, Basculegion, and Kleavor. Wyrdeer, revealed during Pokemon Presents, is basically a winter stag in design. It's a normal and psychic type. Wyrdeer makes use of the black orbs that are at the base of its antlers to generate and then unleash its psychic energy, which is said to be so powerful it can distort space. Using those same antlers, it can even use them like antenna, so it can lead herds of, say, young Stantler, who of course Wyrdeer will originally evolve from. Lore-wise, it is a very well-respected Pokemon, treasured by the people of this region, and when it evolves, it's going to grow immensely in size, shedding its fur from not just flanks, but the beard too, which is apparently in high demand because it's got considerable protection against the cold, which is naturally very important for a region like this. Most iconically though, Wyrdeer can function as a mount for the player, which seems like an important detail in an open world game like this one. Overall, I think Wyrdeer is a pretty cool Pokemon, especially the mount aspect. Next though, we have Basculegion, a glorified large salmon with some spooky aspects. This is actually an evolution of Basculin, which is said to occur when it absorbs the soul of other Pokemon. Very spooky. It doesn't sound intentional though. You see, it's apparently a thing that happens when Basculin can't make the journey upstream, so they eventually perish. Then the spirit of that failed fish will possess a living schoolmate, which happens even multiple times from the sound of it, eventually causing the possessed Basculin to evolve into the Basculegion, which is aptly named Legion for the legion of souls that it contains. These souls actually empower the now 10-foot long fish, which can swim forever without ever tiring. Jesus. As far as a big spooky salmon goes, it's a pretty cool origin for a Pokemon, and naturally this is a water and ghost type based on that. Lastly then, we have Kleavor, the pretty interesting looking evolution of the iconic Scyther. Kleavor is true to its name, since it literally has two big axes for arms. Must make general life pretty awkward. The bug rock type Pokemon is literally classed as an axe Pokemon, and the evolution occurs due to special minerals that are found in the Hisui region. This causes parts of its body to harden, not just the axes, but other parts, and turn it into stone. And while the stone does get chipped away during combat, Kleavor are the elite Pokemon who have survived many battles, and you'll see that displayed by how many chips they have in their body. Rather than making them weaker, the chipping can actually make them arguably more dangerous, since it sharpens the stone, making them more effective at, say, chopping and cleaving. From this stone, the people of the region are known to craft strong and sharp tools. That's kind of Monster Hunter-esque. Interestingly, it's said that the Kleavor will carve symbols into tree trunks or even chop trees down to sort of mark its territory, so that should help players find their dens and hunt them down. So those are the three entirely new Pokemon we know so far, but what of the other new confirmed Pokemon? These are the new Hisuian forms of Pokemon we've seen in the past, just never in this way. A great example of this is the very fluffy and cute Hisuian Growlithe. Our scout Pokemon is back as a mix of fire and rock type, and as you can see, this form of Growlithe has soft, voluptuous fur that's in stark contrast to the stone horn on its head. The heat-retaining fur is really useful to the Growlithe here in the cold environments to help it survive, while the stone horn is meant for a single attack. The horn will actually break very easily, so in similar to, say, a bee, it's only going to use the horn when it's going to be most effective. Normally found in pairs though, these Hisuian Growlithe are very watchful, guarding the territory together, separate from people, so building trust with these Pokemon is said to take dedication and time because they're quite reserved. Then we have the Hisuian Braviary, another psychic type. This flying Pokemon evolves from a Rufflet, another reserved and solitary Pokemon. They tend to live alone instead of in a flock. Much larger than any other Braviary type known before, these fairly elusive type only are really seen when they come down south during the winters. As a fighter, it can imbue its Screech attacks with its psychic power, which sort of results in a powerful shockwave, or it can use its sharp talons for more direct attacks, ideal of course when the prey has been weakened by the Screech. Very interestingly though, it can even use its own psychic abilities to sort of enter a trance, which will then boost its physical power after entering a sort of sixth sense state. Finally though, our last two new Hisuian forms were revealed in the special found footage trailer. These are the normal and ghost type Pokemon, the Hisuian forms of Zorua and Zoroark. First seen of course in Gen 5, these new Hisuian forms came in that strange teaser and now full trailer. It was like a sort of Blair Witch Project recording. Very unusual way to have a Pokemon trailer, but hey, I guess maybe it hints towards the different style of story in this game.
I think it's turning this way. It's adorable. Eyes are round and yellow. What's that?
We're basically following the recordings of someone who was attacked by a dark shadow after they encountered the Zorua and of course Zoroark. It would seem the Zoroark defended the area before the recorder could get any closer, using likely an illusion meant to just scare off the intruder. The Zorua is white and red compared to its original black and red version, which can be said the same for the Zoroark. Still, it seems the Zoroark is the larger protector of the two, while the Zorua seems much more reserved. But interestingly, the Hisuian version is a new type of ghost and normal, which should give it some new benefits mechanically, and obviously more importantly when it evolves into the Zoroark. Just this week, however, we also got this new trailer showing the two of these in action. One as a companion Pokemon and one in a direct fight with us specifically. The small Zorua is referred to as the spiteful fox Pokemon and is seen using a low-level ghost attack that looks like sort of brain waves that shoot out in circles. While the larger evolved Zoroark is known as the baneful fox Pokemon. The whole emo hair thing looks hilarious and kind of cool while it lumbers around. In combat, we catch a glimpse of its very dangerous looking ghost attacks, much more than just an illusion like in that cinematic trailer where it blasts out from under the target. It's nice to actually have some gameplay so soon after the cinematic trailer, even if it is only a quick look like this. But those are our 7 confirmed new Pokemon and their new forms that we know so far. Naturally, there are many returning Pokemon that we know, like 1st gen Zubat, 2nd gen Stantlers, 3rd gen Snowrunts, and so on, but these are the new ones that we want to talk about today. So let me know what you thought. My favorite for combat is definitely Kleavor, but in general, Wyrdeer seems the most useful and general versatile. For now though, I've been Hollow, you've been you, thanks for watching.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.